Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKRLA Week 1, Game 8. It is the last game of Week 1, which will close out Week 1. It is the number 5 Dafts taking on the net ranking number 12 Kina Gamers here today. These teams have some incredible history. Let's call back to a more recent where we saw the Kina Gamers host the Dafts at Salty Shores, where they would ultimately be losing 3-0 in the last minute, and then coming around near the last minute, they would score 2 goals, and at the very last second, when time expired, they would score a 3rd goal, sending them to overtime, but they would ultimately lose in overtime, which is pretty sad. So the Kina Gamers obviously want to pull off this comeback, as both of these teams have had weird, actually kind of opposite types of seasons. Because in the first season ever of the KKRLA, the Kina Gamers were number 2 and the Dafts were near the bottom. Season 2, the Dafts were kind of in the middle and the Kina Gamers were at the bottom. Or actually kind of starting near the sort of very close. Actually, no, they were the worst team. And now they're near the bottom and the Dafts are ranked for the first time in the preseason for actually season 2. And then season 3, Kina Gamers were in the middle and Dafts were, starting to get some traction. And now coming into season 4, the Dafts are ranked and the Kina Gamers are near the bottom. So the Kina Gamers obviously wanting to pull off this upset that could really start off their season with a very great win. But it's ultimately for these next 5 minutes to decide. Let's go ahead and get this game started with the number 5 Dafts taking on the Kina Gamers in Driftwoods. For the first tip between these two teams have a lot of rivalry. They should be new rivals, but the rivalries have already been decided at the very start of Season 3 because I didn't have rivalries. Midi going to send that shot down into the Daft side. The Dafts win the first tip. Accidental own goal? Yes! It will be an accidental own goal by Caveman, I'm pretty sure. Midi hits the ball down. Caveman tries to take control of it, but accidentally collides with Sabretooth, which sends that ball into their goal, making this game 0-1. Kina Gamers to take the first lead, I'm pretty sure. 0-1, 4:55. This second tip will be won by the Kina Gamers. Sabretooth with what should have been a block, but wasn't counted as. Let's read off the rosters. For the Dafts, you have Sabretooth, Caveman, Goose, and Fury. And for the Kina Gamers, you have Midi, Outlaw, Gerwin, spelled Gerwin, and Tusk. And while I was talking about the rosters, the Daft scored their first goal at the 4:30 mark, tying the game 1-1, that ball traveling at 56 kph. Here is the third tip. That will be won by the Kina Gamers, just barely having that in the Daft side. Fury going down there for that ball to try and take control of it. No luck there. Outlaw. Kina Gamers player pushes Fury into the ball to take control of it, and the Dafts will send the ball into the Kina Gamers side, but the Kina Gamers respond with blocking that ball to going into their side, but the Dafts will ultimately send that ball into the Kina Gamers side. I think I about said side maybe 3 times in the same sentence. 4-minute, the 4-minute mark is just reached. And Outlaw is just pushing around Caveman to try and get stuff started. Gerwin gets a save off of Goose, and Sabretooth puts that shot up to get the second goal for the Dafts as now the Dafts take the lead 2-1 with 3:51 left on the clock. Assisted by Goose, that ball traveling at 44 kph. And here goes the fourth tip, which will be won by the Dafts as this ball makes its way into the Kina Gamers side. Goose puts up a shot, no luck there. As now it travels into the left corner of the Kina Gamers side. Gerwin trying to send it away. Gets it into the Daft side, still applying pressure. Sabretooth tries the 50-50 with Outlaw, but no luck there. That ball making its way into the red zone. Outlaw almost had a chance at it. Midi trying to take a shot at it, no luck. Outlaw takes another shot. Goose with the save. 3:11 still left on the clock. Mitty gets a nice hit on that ball, sending it down into the Daft side, really close to that goal. There's now 3 minutes are left on the clock. I think the Kingdom Gamers really need to score here. Outlaw gets a piece of that ball, sending it into the left corner, and they will tie the game 2-2 as Outlaw scores that one, assist by Mitty. Mitty passes it, and Fury accidentally hits it, which sends it straight to Outlaw. That ball traveling at 66 kph. And now it's 2-2 with 2:54 left on the clock as Kina Gamers will score that second goal. That fifth tip is won by the Kina Gamers the Dafts actually. As Outlaw will save that shot from the Dafts, and Mitty trying to get that ball to push down in to the Daft side. Mitty trying to get a chip of that ball to potentially keep it from going into their side. Caveman will send the ball into the Kina Gamers side. Game tied 2-2, almost near the 2-minute mark. Actually, at the 2:15 mark, speak of. Tusk getting control of that ball, trying to send it into the Daft side. Ultimately blocked. Outlaw going to send it back into the Daft side. As the Kina Gamers try to find control with this ball, Sabretooth's going to send it back into the Kina Gamers side. Mitty tries to send it around, but that attempt is going to get blocked from trying to send it into the Daft side. Fury tries to put up a shot. Tusk's going to send it away. Goose puts up a high-flying shot. Going to hit off the crossbar, but still barely roll in. 3-2 now, as the Dafts will have 3-2. That being scored by Goose, assist by Sabretooth. That ball traveling at 50 kph. 1:43 left on the clock, so now it's 3-2. This is the sixth tip that will be won by the Kina Gamers. Kina Gamers really trying to get that ball to do something for them. And now that ball is now on the Kina Gamers side. Caveman puts up a shot and ultimately scores all by himself. No assists needed, as Caveman, with that ball traveling at 76 kph, scores that, making this game 4-2 with the Dafts in the lead at the 1 minute and 34 seconds mark. And now here goes the seventh tip. The Kina Gamers really need to get something done here, as I could understand how they wouldn't want to lose this one. Gerwin puts up a shot. Goose with an amazing save. Fury's going to send it away. Sabretooth sends it into the Kina Gamers side. You can see Mitty trying to come around and get a hit on that ball. No luck, though. Outlaw send it up against the wall to go into the Daft side. Gerwin gives it to Outlaw to hit away. And I don't know what Gerwin was doing, but he is legitimately playing for the other team. Gerwin gives it to Outlaw. Outlaw tries to hit it away, but no. Gerwin decides to come in and scores the ball for the Dafts, but Caveman is credited that goal. So now it's 5-2 with 1 minute and 4 seconds left on the clock. This is a sort of situation they've been in before, you know, down 3 and 1 minute left. But the question is, can they pull off what they did, what they have done about a year ago? Or maybe not a year ago. Might be over-exaggerating that, but they don't have much time on their hands to really do anything. The Dafts obviously might just have this game already in the bag. Terrible plays all around. That ball making its way all the way down into the Daft side. Gerwin's going to get that quick shot to have 30 seconds left on the clock. Gerwin smacks it. It goes off a Daft player, and that ball is all the way down there into the Daft side, which makes this game 5-3. That ball traveling at 58 kph. With 30 seconds left on the clock, let's see if they can prevail. Ninth tip ready. That tip is going to be won by the Dafts. The Kina Gamers can't really waste any time here, as they need every second that they can get. Gerwin sending that ball into the Daft side. They are really running out of time here. They need to put up a quick shot, or at least try to get a quick goal or something. But it might be the Dafts winning this one, as Caveman sends that ball straight into the Kina Gamers side. And with not much being able to do by the Kina Gamers, the Dafts will win 5-3, with Caveman being your MVP of the match with 411 score, 3 goals, 0 assists, 0 saves, and 3 shots. Followed along by Goose with 345 score, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 saves, and 3 shots. Followed along by Sabretooth with 336 score, 1 goal, 1 assist, 0 saves, and 3 shots. Followed along by Fury with 36 score, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 saves, and 0 shots. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Let's get into this after-game talk. Well, what a weird finish as we saw that game come to a conclusion. Obviously, the Kina Gamers and the Dafts both were playing amazing offense at the very start, having the game tied, not much wrong, and then, well, let's just say that the Dafts obviously had it easy going into the last minutes because the Kina Gamers defense was not playing the best that they could, obviously, because for some reason, and you could just quote this, I swear, a player on the Kina Gamers was playing for the Daft, because I have no idea what Gerwin's intentions were for hitting that ball. As Outlaw tries to send it away, you see another Kina Gamers player trying to come in and hit that ball, but no, Gerwin thinks it's a better option to try and hit that ball to the side, but obviously that ball goes into the goal because they are not that close to the other crossbar that they need to hit it away with. So the Dafts got a free goal right there, which ultimately probably saved their entire match, because if that didn't happen, it could have been 4-3, and the Keenan Gamers might have had a little bit more determination to try and tie the game, and maybe a little bit more time to try to tie the game. But beggars can't be choosers, as the Keenan Gamers will lose another one 5-3. And the Dafts will come out with a win to start out their season. Let's see if they can keep their rank. Well, I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. After this stream is over, the ranks should be out soon today or sometime tomorrow. But if you don't see them out today or tomorrow, just know they will definitely be out before Monday. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. And I will see you for the start of week 2, where we will see the Daft back in action at Driftwoods, going against the SKNA Records. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I'll see you at that game.